There's Sean in his natural habitat, properly applying pull ties. He's the pull tie kid. He doesn't realize that I give him a new name on my YouTube channel. You know what I call you on my YouTube channel?
No.
The Weeble Wobble Kid. Because every time you start talking, I got to do a bunch of editing and put Weeble Wobbles all in it. I have to ripple everything. Well, I'll be ripple, and then ripple, and then ripple.
Wait a minute. I just got through watching a YouTube video, and the guy was doing everything on it, and he was just cussing up a storm on everything. So how do they... Oh, you got a rated G channel?
Well, I would say that, yeah.
Okay, all right.
I
didn't know.
You have to pick. If you don't pick permanently, you have to pick on each upload if it's for kids or not.
Oh,
and this ain't for kids.
I got you.
But I mean, I still would want children to watch it. Little bastards.
See, somebody who doesn't like kids, he wants kids to watch it.
I love kids, especially with sriracha sauce.
Yeah, yeah.
Sometimes A1 sauce. You blend them together and they just taste great.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So here we are. I don't know what's going to happen. So we have done the auto smart vent. Didn't we do that already? Okay, well, we're going to try to power bleed this thing. I'm going to let this thing just kind of roll. All right, this is the Foxwell AutoMaster Pro. Haven't seen much on this. So the reason that I'm bringing this up is because you think you're going to go into auto then, and then you're going to do your power brake bleed. But really what you do is you go to maintenance, and you hit this, and then you get ABS service right here, and then you hit OK, and then you get, this is what happened to me. This was plugged into the car yesterday. I'm just trying to go over, we'll see if it does the same thing. So it's plugged in to the Sebring and everything else. You hit Chrysler, and then you get this signal here. Vehicle program is not authorized, please obtain authorization, whatever the hell that means. So there you go. I don't know, very disappointing. But we also have to remember too that his car was has a ton of problems in the ABS department. There's a faults all over the place. There must be 7 or 8 faults. So I don't know if that's the problem, or what the problem is, or if there's a download, but it didn't work, so I don't know. Well, okay. Clear codes. Ignition on, not running. Yes, F3. And freeze data will be cleared. Yes, damn it. Code's cleared. Okay, F3. Now, let's see what we get, just kind of for fun. Okay, so all that stuff we had that was saying was a problem. We don't have the E15 anymore. Okay, so that's good. Okay, so all your codes are cleared.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody, we're making motions, so we're putting the back seat back in it. And look at him, he's great with pull ties, but he throws all the mess on the floor. Pull tie kid, you gotta clean up after yourself, man. Somebody has been messing with the rubber bits that hold the gas tank wires. I think that's what that is. And he's getting this back in there, but we're gonna get some dum dum. And this is dum dum.
You want dum dum.
Yeah, and that's just rope caulk, and it's very stable and it's a great sealer. And you can just peel it off and make little balls of it, whatever you want to do. I use it when I wire cars to, if you can't find the proper grommet,
yeah,
then you can sort of pack it around in there and get away with it. Like, Martha's not coming to look at my firewall. It's just not happening. The bulkhead, she ain't coming.
I know how this happened.
How?
Somebody had to put a fuel pump in it and drop the tank, and that's when they messed it up.
Probably
So what we did was, this thing it was all cut up. It's cut in half, and it was pulled out and all. See, look at that. Who made this? Who did all that sloppy work with the pull tab?
I know.
He's not going to leave that one down for a while.
Yeah.
So it's just 3M rope caulk, and you can just take it off and wad it around and do that. So you can see where I got it kind of packed in there. See, that's pretty nice. I don't think you'll have any trouble with that.
Watertight, airtight.
Watertight, yeah. And now you don't have to.
Tight.
Yeah, threw a little silicone on it to. Now you gotta be a little careful with the silicone because it'll make this stuff not stick. So you kind of be careful how you apply it. And somebody had actually whacked on it, and so I had to get my little ball peen hammer and kind of straighten that out a little bit. But I think we're good now. So some of us got certain talents, and some of us don't.
So we can pop these.
You gonna put them back in there? Now I didn't think that went back up when you put the top up.
Didn't have to.
But you wanted it to be hot and stuffy in here?
Well, no, I was just wasn't sure because I just wasn't sure.
Yeah.
But now
Same
I am.
Bonneville's, the 64 Bonneville, same way. It's got that same thing. They're all sort of similar. When are Mick's gonna come get this air compressor? I've had it for 2 years. Going for a test drive. I don't know if he'll make it or not. We keep getting this fault code 15 on the anti-lock brakes, and so I can't get around that and get the power bleed to work. And the other thing is, I believe that this thing's locked out because I found out how to get down in there. And you go into maintenance. You don't put the VIN number in. It's kind of hard to describe. You don't put the VIN number in on the Foxwell, and you get out of maintenance and you pick your brand. And I hit Chrysler, and it said it was not authorized to bleed the brakes on this car. So I think it's locked out for some reason. I don't know if that's because of the fault 15 code with all the other faults it's showing on all the sensors. He elected not to listen to me like he generally does until he has to, and about getting sensors. But so anyway, this is probably one of the better cars he has. He's got some Volkswagen diesel monstrosity that's got like a lunar on it, and it's this thing's a Rolls Royce next to that thing. So I mean, all's good. I mean, I know a lot of people drive around a whole lot worse, like just rolled in. Boy, that's kind of funny. It's hard to believe a shop has that many problems, but I've seen some stuff myself. So the pull tie master, it's like a Jedi master, I guess. I have picked up like 17 little bits of where he just left a trail of destruction. Look at them. You let the man use your lift. You fix his stuff for him. You try to do some pull tie work, and he criticizes you. And he's using my pull ties, and then he leaves trash all over the place. I have to reconsider my friendship with this guy. No, I'll never do that. He's been a friend since high school. Look, everywhere I turn, he's leaving a mess. There's another one. Just like, you ought to see him eat. I hate when he eats up at the house. I make him go stand in the woods anymore because it looks like a baby bird's been there and throws nuts all over the room. He cracks. Look at that spider. He'll stand out in the middle of the room and get a chip and break it right in the middle of the room, like, I live here, We are not bohemians. So yeah, what a funny guy. Here he comes. Well, I made it. Looks like that wheel's about to come off. What's the matter? Oh, that stupid thing popped off. I'll fix it. Sons of bitches. Yeah, that little rod popped off. It's got like a carburetor thing like your truck. Yeah. It just popped off. Okay. We'll fix it here in a minute. So otherwise, how is it?
Good.
Okay. Good. I looked up P0022 for Dodge Chrysler, and it recommends crushing it. Now tell the folks what happened. Tried to get it out of the car, handle didn't work. And now we found that this piece of plastic has broken off the handle. So I'm gonna take this handle off, get that off and rebuild it. And as you can tell, that's like a carburetor fitting. I was hoping that that was broken, but it's worse. But I'll fix it. It's not, you know, I'm gonna do some plastic welding, and then I'll put some JB Weld on it. That is, boy, that is really lightweight there for a door handle. I sent him off to go get some libations, so that way I can get something done. There are 3 screws at the top of this handle, and they are Torx 20s. And yep. And once you get them out, don't drop it because it'll probably fracture it in a million pieces. And it looks to me like it just kind of comes out like that. So it comes out like that, and then there you go. I got a handle on that. So look at that cheapness. God almighty. Your whole door handle works off that? Pitiful. Pitiful. Okay, well, I'm going to try to get that spring out of there and get this thing out of here. This is going to be kind of dangerous. It don't seem like it's a big old sprungy thing, but so how is it in that way? So you pull this pin out that's pushed in from the bottom. Brilliant. Let's see if I can get this pin right here out, and then it's easy for me to work on this, and I won't get glue on the body of the thing itself. Make it a little easier to work on. So I have to brake clean all this stuff because I oiled it real good the other day, and it'll interfere with my plastic welding. What happened here? Okay, so I took a screwdriver and I went up there and I pushed that little pin down, and I got it to come out a little bit. So I'm going to put you down for steady cam. I'm going to put my fingers over the spring, and that should just pull out of there like that. Say, well, it may be cheap, but it's easy. Reminds me of my first date. And then that should just fall out of there. And then you don't want that grease going everywhere. Well, I was beginning to think this was something that I might have been responsible for, but it's not. So it goes in there. Oh, it's cracked there too. Somebody was angry and did that. Oh, it's cracked all the way across. Look, see, you can't. Can you see that that's loose too? Boy, somebody jacked on that thing. Well, I'm going to wait and let Sean look at that and see what he wants me to do. I think I can fix this. The trick here will be, now let me tell you something about, let me tell you something. If you super glue this, then if you're going to try to put heat on it and plastic weld it, you can't breathe that stuff in. That is real dangerous stuff. Anytime burning super glue is a bad thing. Well, we'll see what Sean has to say. And I guess you could see it through there. See it's cracked. That crack runs to the middle of my finger down through there. Well, I might be able to fix it, but maybe, I doubt you can. I bet you got to buy the whole piece. You know, if they're going to lock you out of the darn bleeding your brakes, power bleeding your brakes, I mean, why would, you know, they're going to make you buy this whole assembly, I bet you. So we'll see what I'll show him this when he gets back. He might need a beer after this. I think that's him already. Okay, he's back now, so we're going to spring this on him. See, spring. He's going to love this because it'll magnify it for him a little bit. Okay, we're rolling tape. I want you to see this. You were gonna blame me, but I don't think it was me. I think somebody had a bad night, and they pulled. I got it apart, and I got the handle out of there. The whole thing is broken out of there.
Yeah.
And the bad thing is, it's cracked across here. Here, you can look at it through the magnifying glass. See, that thing there's cracked.
Yeah.
I think I can fix it if you want me to try. But something else is broken off right there, but I don't think that does anything. But I mean, I think I can do it. I mean, good as it was, I might can make it better than it was. But I'm sure if you go get this thing, they're gonna make you buy that whole thing.
Yeah, no kidding.
Okay, step one is complete. We got a couple of shards missing, but I don't care. I'll just tape it up and put some JB weld in there after I get it kind of welded a little bit, heat welded. So it's back in place. And I've learned my lesson about super glue. You buy it like this, and then if you have a tube go bad, you got fresh ones. And that stuff, it seems to last a lot longer that way. And you got to have this. It just makes life a lot quicker when it comes to super glue. It just activates. You'll burn the hell out of it if you got super glue on your skin. And you put that chemical on there, it's going to hurt you. Okay. Gorilla. Not a sponsor. About that. Okay, so I've got. If you're gonna be welding anything with super glue, like I said, you gotta have a fan going and blowing the fumes away because it's very deadly stuff. You do not want to be anywhere around it. So, see, I got it in there.
Let me huff it, man.
You can, but then I have to bury you out back with that horse.
Right.
So you'd be coughing your lungs out, and then I'm so sick of cleaning up lungs lately.
Yeah,
those
lungs
9
are
millimeters
everywhere.
just blow right out of your chest.
Yeah. They do.
All right, so let's get a little bit of going here and sort of kind of weave this back together from the cracks and everything, and then I'm going to get some JB weld, and I'll have to sit here overnight, and so I can sort of touch it up a little bit.
JB Weld is a miracle stuff.
So I'll tell you something else you can do too, and I'll do it
Farm project.
when
with it.
And if you heat it up a little bit now, that's a nice Kubota magnetic.
Yes,
thing.
it is.
So Stan bought that for me. He didn't even know it. Take my credit card up to the Kubota place, and you know that Kubota place at 40 and 77.
Yeah.
And when I fixed up his tractor and all that other stuff, he said, well, "Get whatever you want, on the side." And it was between this or a Skag hat. And I said, "I think I want that." And everybody's got enough hats.
Right.
So let's get this back together. Keep the wind at your back now, okay?
Right.
And so once I get this welded, like I say, I'm going to go back to my Dremel, turn it on low, and I'm going to cut some slats in it. And then I'm going to get my JB weld over there, and we're going to fix this up and hope it holds. But if it doesn't, I imagine you can go to the boneyard and get one of these easy. Wherever he went, it don't matter. But anyway, we're going to get my Dremel cutting wheel and make some relief cuts and get some JB weld down in there. And Sean's got a good idea to just go ahead and bird dog another one. And so he'll have one on standby. So, like I said earlier, he's got a handle on things. This is what I have to go through to do certain things. I turn all this stuff off at night, just kind of a habit. It's one of my habits. Oh, kind of breezy right there, isn't it? Yeah, let's don't go out here and get in the breeze. So nice cool breeze. It's the lighting. So you can see where I've made a couple of little incisions here to hold that after I've plastic welded it. And I made a nice deep incision right there. So I've got it welded in there and in there. And the trick to JB weld, of course, is if you can heat it up a little bit, it'll cure a lot quicker. But we ain't in a hurry. And you can't heat it up too much anyway because this is plastic. Okay, you can see that I've been working hard on this. I put a piece of tape back there. I might get a little bit more down in that piece that was chipped out, but that's about what you got to do. And if you get a little too much on there, just spread it out with your finger, stuff like that, and just wipe it off. It's just I'm trying to like overdo it here a little bit, and that filled up that groove. All those grooves looks pretty good. I got to talk to him about this. Not a sponsor. See, I do use some JB weld. Now, somebody
Throw that away.
Wait, that's what we're going to talk about.
Oh no, we're not going to talk about it.
Yeah, we are.
It's trash.
No, let's not. Let's go over this again. I found that in this trash can.
Oh, wrong trash can?
No, we recycle here.
Oh, recycle.
So remember that. We always recycle. I got to stay in good with the recycle guy.
Oh, okay.
Remember that? I told you like 5 times. No! And crush it
How about
first.
this one? No.
Yeah, just throw it over there. I'll sort it out later. That's
Right
all.
here?
No, throw it in the green thing.
Oh.
Throw all recyclables in the green thing. Okay.
Okay. How's that?
I know people who throw stuff away like that have a certain obsession.
Obsession?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Obsessed with pull ties.
Yeah.
Okay. So Sean said he found one of these in his toolbox. Lucky man, because that's a great gun. Great guns. And I have learned to just hang it and let it sort of cool off like that. Always rest it right against wood when it's hot like that. But I heated this up a little bit, and that's going to just have to sit there overnight, and we'll see if we can get him down the road. Now, I was sort of thinking at one point that I might try to heat up some like straight pins. I mean, I get all carried away. My mind goes off in all directions. But I think that's going to be okay. And JB Weld is certainly as strong as this Chrysler plastic here. So, okay, that'll be it for tonight. So give me a thumbs up. We'll have a part 2. And like and subscribe, and we'll talk to you later.